Welcome to Game 8 of the World Chess Championship. We have Magnus playing with the white pieces and Jan playing with the black pieces. Currently, at the start of this game, Magnus is up 1 full point, 3.5 to 2.5, 4 to 3 at this point. And so they played a really quick Game 7 after the long Game 6. So Magnus opens up this game with e4. Jan with e5, knight f3, knight f6, d4. Knight captures e4. Bishop d3, d5. Knight captures e5. Knight d7. Knight captures d7. And bishop captures d7. So the last book move, this the Petrov defense yet again. I played this game 3 times and won all 3, which is pretty rare and amazing for me. So now we have, after bishop captures d7, we have knight to d2, which is considered an inaccuracy, since castling's better. Knight captures d2, bishop captures d2, bishop d6, castles. Now, I just want to remind everyone, this is using chess.com's game review with the depth 30, so other engines may differ, but if you like seeing this game review, give the channel a like and subscribe to the channel, and check us out for each and every game of the World Chess Championship. Alright, so we now have castles h5, which is one of the best moves, but it says that bishop e6 is better. And so we follow this up with a queen e1 check. King f8. There was an opportunity to block with the queen. That would have been better according to the engine. Bishop b4. And then we have queen e7. So now Jan blocks, but you lose the castling right. And now that rook on h8 is a bit awkward. So we have a trade of bishops. So bishop captures d6, queen captures d6, and now queen d2, which connects the rooks. Rook e8 takes the open file. Rook a e1, challenging the file. Rook h6 is an inaccuracy. It says that capturing on e1 would have been better first. Queen g5, strongest option. Because this rook is really has to guard this pawn. You can't push the pawn to guard, because then you lose the rook. So this rook's really weak at the moment. So c6, rook captures e8 with check. Bishop captures e8. Rook e1. Queen f6, best move. Queen e3, inaccuracy. It says that queen g3 would have been better. So let's see what that line shows. Alright, so this it still would be advantage, but a better advantage for Magnus if that was the line, but it wasn't. So then after queen e3, we had bishop d7, h3, h4. It's not a mistake, but it says g5 would have been the better move. c4 is an inaccuracy. a4 would be better to take up space. D captures c4, bishop captures c4, but now Magnus is opening up the board. So b5 is a blunder. You see the eval there. really shifts with this move. And so it says the game was close to balance, but now black is worse. Sorry about that. So King G8 would have been a better move at this point, because this move doesn't do anything for black. So after the blunder, you have Queen A3 with check, only good move. That forces the king to G8. And now white wins the pawn on A7. So Queen D8 defends the attack piece, but better would have been the more resilient bishop captures H3, which would have improved the drawing chances. On the chess.com stream, they really didn't like this Queen D8 move. It's just back-to-back poor moves, as they said on the stream. So attacking the pawn or Queen D8 just gives Magnus, the opportunity to move the pawn back to safety. And then rook to D6 is considered a mistake. So it's whether Jan is on in tilt mode at this point, we don't know. Rook E4, best move. Bishop E6 is excellent, but as you see, the eval here now is just up to Magnus to, make the best moves, and he should be able to convert this. Bishop captures E6, great move. Trading down. Rook captures E6, excellent. Rook captures E6, best move. F captures E6, best move. So now we have 6 pawns, the 5 pawns, but a more active, the ability for white king to get active or stay protected is a lot better. You have a disarray for black pieces at the moment. Queen C5 threatens to win the pawn on C6. Queen A5 protects and also attacks A2, but giving up a pawn for a pawn. Queen captures C6, and then you have Queen E1 check, King H2. Now, Jan's losing, but you really can't resign before move 40, I believe. Or you can't draw before move 40. I guess he could have resigned. Queen F2, Queen E6 check, and there's always the chance that Magnus blunders and maybe you can get a perpetual to draw the game, so you keep playing. Queen captures E6 with check. King H7, Queen E4 check, defends the pawn on D4. King G8, B3, excellent move, because if Queen takes the pawn on A2, then you're just giving up another pawn. But Queen takes the pawn on A2. Then instead of capturing H4 right away, you have Queen E8 check, King H7's forced, and then capturing the pawn on B5 while also defending the pawn on B3. Queen F2, excellent. Queen E5, excellent. Queen B2 threatens to win that pawn, but we have a check on Queen E4. King G8, Queen D3, Queen F2, Queen C3, Queen F4 check, King G1. So at this point, there are no checks for white, because the queen protects against a check right here and a check right here. King H7, Queen D3, check, G6 to block, Queen D1, Queen E3 check, King H1. So you can't pick up this pawn or this pawn, and you now you no longer have any checks. G5, D5, pushing the pawn up the board. G4 threatens to win material, but H captures G4. It says that D6 is actually just better at this point. We can show it real quick. Just push the pawn. If captures, you check, and then but this line seems like it you could blunder, this some way somehow. So like that blunders it, because I believe you then give up the perpetual right here. So that's why you wouldn't, even though it says that's a better line, H captures eliminates even that consideration. H3, strongest option, and then Queen F3, which is threatening to win this pawn with check and threatening a queen exchange. And at this point, Jan resigns. So for game 8, Magnus Carlsen wins via resignation. And so now in the World Chess Championship, after 8 games, Magnus is up 2 full points, 5 games to 3. So there's 6 more games to go. So Jan has 6 chances to win. He basically has to hope for 2 wins and 4 draws. It would be really insane for him to win 3 games and actually win this before any tie breaks. So the pressure will be on, but it's not over yet. So thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to give it a like and subscribe. Just to show you the accuracy for this game, Magnus is at 95%, and Jan's at 86.8 with those blunders and inaccuracies. So thanks for checking it out. Have a wonderful day.